Hey guys, welcome back to Figure. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Today we're going to take a look at two Figmas, 441 and 543 from Sword Art Online Alicization, Eugeo and Alice since it said 30. That's 30, right? Yeah, that's 30. Yeah, I kept punting our review on these two because, first of all, I just don't like the packaging for Figma. For some reason, they're just really hard to deal with. So nowadays, when I get a Figma figure, they just kind of sit in a box until, like, I really make time to, like, open them. And second of all, Sword Art Online, I just kind of lost interest. Like, there's not a lot of new stuff going on, and they're just too late on the releases. I'm not sure what it is, but just look at Eugeo and Alice here. They're almost like 100 numbers apart. That is just so crazy in Figma numbers. But yeah, let me know in the comments on what you think. Also, I still think we haven't gotten like a definitive version of Kirito from Figma. Like, for my personal preference, I want like a really cool Kirito with a stern looking face, but none of the releases we got has a stern looking face. They always like just look really happy. I guess that's just kind of like the vibe Figma likes to go with, but I don't know. They're called Good Smile Company after all, right? But anyways, I digress. Let me know in the comments on what you think. Not really sure what else Good Smile is gonna do with the Sword Art Online, or even like what the anime or manga is gonna do. But anyways, here is the left of the box. Very standard. Right of the box. Back of the box. Kind of hard to deal with two figures at once, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do this more often, and let's check them out. And here's the figure still in the inner packaging. Alice is looking wonderful. Eugeo looks very basic, exactly the same as Kirito here, and let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the figure itself, and as expected from Good Smile, the figure looks really good. Right out of the box, I don't seem to have any QC issues. The durability is okay. I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time on Alice here, because Eugeo is pretty much exactly the same as Kirito, just like a recolor. And let's just take a close look at the figure. The cloth goods is very interesting here. It is really thin. Thinner than some of the material I have experienced, and it is wire all throughout, but yeah, the wire is not too strong, so you can just think of this as like a floating piece, which is really nice. Nothing's wrong with it. I like it so far. And in terms of the lower body, basically there's no articulation. This whole thing is on like 3 pieces of plastic. Even though the material is like arguably softer, like it's just the way they designed this, there's no way for you to have any articulation. I don't know when we're gonna see a future where this whole thing is like a cloth. I don't think that's ever gonna happen anytime soon, but yeah, let me know in the comments on what you think. But I think she looks great. Looks like she walked out straight from the anime, all that good jazz. And the color is really nice. The paintwork is, yeah, very good. And let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. She can look up about this much, look down only about this much. You can tilt her head side to side, no problem. This is just a regular Figma joint. And for the shoulder, we don't have any like pull-out method, but we do have a really nice butterfly, and it's hidden under the cloth goods. And for the arms, you can raise up about this much. You guys can see the engineering over there. There's like a ball joint here attached to this, so you have some swivel here for the shoulder and bicep. And for the bicep, you can curl about this much, and you do get the regulars hinge slash ball wrist over here. Well, I think this is just a hinge, but it kind of acts like a ball. And for the ab crunch, it is non-existent. I don't want to say this is understandable. Kind of wish there's like more articulation, but it is what it is. And the lower body, it's basically non-existent, right? You can kind of move it like that, and then maybe give a little bit more range. But yeah, it basically, this is kind of like Gilgamesh, where it's just a joint over here. Like there's like 2 joints over here, and then you just move it around. I don't really like this. The lower body articulation, it is what it is. We have toe hinge and just a Figma joint over here. And for the leg, the articulation is kind of there, but you just can't touch it. But anyways, I believe that's it for the articulation. Yeah, as expected, it's not going to be as good, but I think for some of the poses she does in the anime, it should still be okay. And let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default faces, and I think it looks really good. I like them. And next up, we have some shouting faces, which looks really good as well. And next up, we have face plays where one of the eyes turns red. And for Alice, this is a Good Smile Online bonus, but I feel like this is absolutely needed. And then we have like a sort of smiling face for Alice. And then we do get interchangeable hair where she covers her eyes. This is really cool. And lastly, of course, they both came with a rack of hands. I'm just going to show you guys quickly here, and we'll use them during the action posing. And then, of course, we have both of their sword. Sword is right here, very nicely painted and sculpted. It is beautiful. And this design over here, I just want to like point out, is a pain in the ass. This is just so annoying to deal with. I wish they never do that again. And then here is Eugeo's sword, the blue rose, I believe. Very, very cool. The weapons are always beautiful. And the last thing we got here is the Bankai for Alice, where everything turns to like gold dust. And yeah, I believe that's everything. And let's check out some action posing. And for the size comparison, then I'll start with some SAO figures I have around, and I think these three look amazing together. And I'm really sad that Figma hasn't paid any attention to SAO line, and it doesn't seem like they're gonna do anything anytime soon. I still think they owe us a definitive version of Kirito, or just like a better Kirito. I don't mind. But yeah, there's so many characters to make, but I don't think Figma is gonna like do it. Let me know in the comments on what you think, but personally, my favorite character is Berkali, which even more impossible, right? But anyways, let's move on. And then we have my favorite, the Naruto SH figure arts. And then we have some Dragon Ball SH figure arts. And then we have some JJK SH figure arts. Some Mayfax figures. And lastly, we have some other random Figmas I always have around, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, even though Alice is super late to the party, I still end up liking the figure quite a lot, and I do highly recommend it. Especially if you're a big fan of the SAO Alicization. These are pretty much your only choice for 1/12 scale Alice and Eugeo. And yeah, I think they're pretty cool, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments on what you think. I am getting a little bit tired of collecting Figma nowadays, because there's just so many other choices right now in the market. Like, I can't remember when's the last time Figma really like releases or announces something that really excites me. Recently I saw the Breath of the Wild link, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments on what you think. I just don't find Figma that appealing anymore. Consider that we have so many choices in the market right now. Maybe the stuff they release, I'm not interested in it, right? But yeah, this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.